My gosh. Well, I wrote down this set list. I was thinking of all the things I can play. I have this 45-minute slot. I want to make sure I leave room for the Crooked Brothers because they're a fabulous act. And I wrote down all these songs, and I'm just realizing that everything here is kind of like heavy-duty, intensive blues, so I'm overriding myself. Because I know that you folks, I can sense already, you are a diverse crowd, that you have a wide range of emotions inside you. I can tell that among you there are vegetarians and there are meat eaters. Right? Am I right? Yeah. Who's the vegetarian? All right, I apologize in advance. It goes like this. This is a true story. It is. I'm not going to tell you much more until after I sing. Got one hand on my wiener, I can't cut that bun. Standing by the hot dog cart, and I'm not having any fun. I can't cut that bun. I can't cut that bun. I got one hand on my wiener, Lord, now I can't cut that bun. Well, life is like a hot dog cart. Your bun's on the shelf, and no matter how you slice it, you gotta cut that bun yourself. Oh, I can't cut that bun. Oh, I can't cut that bun. Got one hand on my wheel, Lord. Oh, I can't cut that bun. Some like their dogs with mustard. Oh, some like their dogs with cheese. Some like them cooked up in a pan. Make them how you please, but I can't cut that bun. I can't cut that bun. Got one hand on my wheel, Lord, now I can't cut that bun. Alright, so there I was in February of 2003 in Swift Current, Saskatchewan. I was playing the Stir Crazy Blues Festival, opening up for Steve Slade from the Yukon. After my opening set, which was triumphant and magnificent, in fact, it got 3 encores, I might add, I walked out of the lobby, and in that lobby was a concession stand. On that concession stand was one of them hot dog spits. You know what I'm talking about? The chrome monsters with all the spikes. On each one of those spikes was the biggest, fattest, juiciest smoky dog you ever saw. And above it was a sign that said Smoky Dogs $2. Now, gentlemen, back me up. You'll take that action every time, won't you? So I walked up to the pimply-faced kid behind the counter. I threw down my toonie and I said, I'll have one. The doors opened up to me, so I reached in with my tongs and I selected my wiener. I reached down with my left hand into the bag of buns, rustled and pulled out a bun, and the bun was not cut. So I said to the pimply-faced kid behind the counter, do you have any cut buns? This is not cut. He says, no, you have to cut your own buns. Quick as a wink, because I'm a songwriter, I said, I've got one hand on my wiener, I can't cut this bun. Now, the pimply-faced kid was not impressed with the words that just passed over my lips, but I knew I had written a fantastic blues innuendo lyric right there. So I rushed right home, and over the next 2 years, proceeded to write the classic blues song, I've got one hand on my wiener, I can't cut that bun. But you'd be pretty surprised to find how hard it is to introduce that phrase into conversation. I tried, I could not come up with it. And then I realized that if I just sang the song, told the story the way it happened, you would all draw your own meanings. Now, but I also realized I usually play to drunk people. I'm not saying many of you are drunk, no. But I play to drunk people, so I had to come up with a moral that they could understand. Because I'm a songwriter and I think I'm quite clever like that. So I decided to put in a little moral verse. It goes like this. Life is like a hot dog cart and your bun's on the shelf. No matter how you slice it, you gotta cut that bun yourself. I can't cut that bun. That's all about self-reliance. I can't cut that bun. Yeah, you gotta take care of things yourself. One hand on my wiener, Lord, I can't cut that bun. Then I went a little further. It goes like this. Some like their dogs with mustard and some like their dogs with cheese. Some like them cooked up in a pan. Make them how you please, but I can't cut that bun. That's just all about tolerance for your fellow man, you know. I can't cut that bun. One hand on my wiener, Lord, now I can't cut innuendo blues song about self-reliance and tolerance for your fellow men. And you thought this was just going to be entertainment. No, there's morals in these songs.